game. He needs your support. Show him some. It's SKMC.
And he goes up against the man on the bottom right side of this map, playing as the blue Zerg. It is EG Jaedong.
How amazing is this already? The fact that Jaedong is undefeated in this group. He may end up just winning this game, and that's it. Then suddenly we're like, okay, Jaedong
is in the round of 8.
First place, round of 8. Amazing.
A fantastic start here. I hope a lot of you are enjoying it at home and in the audience as well. The WCS Season 2 finals, I don't think it could have started any better. We're having a lot of fun here, Autosis, or at least I am. I'm sure you are as well.
No, no fun at all, Apollo.
No fun at all. But I'm having a lot of fun. We all are. And,
yes,
these games have been amazing.
Our lives have led us to this point, Apollo, where we get to watch the Season 2 finals of StarCraft2, the greatest game in the world. Does anyone else here agree with me? Is this the greatest game in the whole world?
This is up there, Autosis.
All right, especially this middle piece of audience. You guys are the best.
All right, talk to me though. So, we talked a little bit about how aggressive MC can be. He has double probes out on the map already. One tendency that I have seen from Jaedong, when he wins map number 1 and is against a Protoss on this map, he does like early pulls.
Yeah.
Which may be the reason for double probes here.
It could be. This second probe, this is funny. You know what he's doing? Oh my God, MC, you're so cute. He's waiting for the third hatch and he's gonna cannon it. I think this is what we're gonna see, Apollo.
I really sneaky. I absolutely agree with you here. There's no other reason for that probe to be there. What job is that probe doing that the other one isn't? And that's going to be the cannon rush.
I think so. And
I mean, he sees the that probe now, and as long as MC continues to show that probe in vision around the natural,
poke the hatch and make the Zerglings chase that probe instead of looking for another.
And that's exactly what's going on here. MC's hitting that probe. The Zerglings are chasing the wrong one.
Oh my God, this could be insane. MC looks like he's getting ready. He might be going ahead and making a punt. There it is, Apollo.
Sneaky tactics coming out from the boss toss.
Now, guys, if this doesn't work, if this cannon rush gets shut down and Jaedong keeps the hatchery, MC is so far behind that he may not win. But if this cannon rush gets a hatchery, Jaedong becomes quite far behind, and MC has a great spot.
This Overlord is close, but I don't think it's going to touch it. I don't think the vision will ever go behind the mineral line here. Jaedong has no idea. He's been completely duped.
Oh my God, that's so close.
He sees it. But does he have enough time to react? No, surely not.
2 cannons? No, he doesn't, Apollo.
The Zerglings are coming back as they just see it, but it's too late. The cannons are on the way.
Yeah, he's going to have to cancel the hatchery. If he tries to keep that, he's going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's already getting up to take a new one, man. He already realizes the cancel is down, and MC pulls off some sneaky little play, canceling a second cannon upon realizing that this is a job well done.
It certainly is, and now another thing you have to mention is he has a cannon and a pylon over there. If he wants to, he can follow this up with some Zealot pressure. Now, will he? It's a little bit harder to say, but that pylon isn't going anywhere for a little bit.
So talk to me about how this has really impacted Jaedong's game. Why is it so important that MC's done that?
Well, Jaedong needs those 3 hatcheries up to have the production, to have the economy, to stop any 2-base pushes that MC does. Now, we do have to say that MC's pushes will be a bit slower because he did do the cannon rush, but overall, not as much slower as Jaedong's production and economy will be.
And with MC now getting +1 attack, chrono boosting into the cybernetics core, there's a pylon that just finished inside the main base. I have a strong feeling that we very well may see some gateways come down in that very location. But he may try to continue pressure through.
Jaedong is a smart cookie himself, Apollo. He's making a roach warren this early on. I think he realizes that pylon is an issue, and MC is a player that will every time push every advantage he has, one of which being that pylon across the map.
Well, let's see, because MC so far has slowed Jaedong down. He's made no mistakes of his own. His build order's crisp, with 6 additional gateways coming in. +1 attack on its way. A pylon with a cannon supporting it already, but you said it smartly. The Roach Swarmer's already down. Burrow is being researched to help out with units and drones and queens and everything. Jaedong is predicting this follow-up, but doesn't have enough time to deal with it.
I don't know. It's a good question. If he, the thing is, there's other pylons going up, so even if he deals with the one with the cannons, he might be caught off guard somewhere else. So this situation, it's so interesting. Jaedong is so smart to be grabbing this burrow and getting that speed and getting roaches out right now.
Well, let's see if Jaedong can make the defense. He's very low on drones. He's at 49 drones. A great position to be in because he's not over-droned here. He's identified what's going on. He saw +1 being made. He saw the lack of gas on the natural. He knows it's coming, but can Jaedong stop it? MC's coming to try to tie this series up.
I don't know if he's going to be able to, though. Yeah, it's huge in Jaedong's favor. He has a lot of roaches, and MC's going to be a bit heartbroken to see that many roaches already at your third base.
And a counterattack has been launched as well by Jaedong. He's escaped with Zerglings. MC doesn't know.
Oh, Jaedong running by the wall in speed, almost done. This is going to make MC warp in more units at home.
Oh, no. There is only one pylon.
I believe they call this the in-control pylon, and it's going to be taken down.
Oh, it goes down, and the gateways are powered off. All 6 gateways are offline. He's only got one supporting this.
This is almost already a win for Jaedong. He has read MC like a book. He has countered every single move MC has made, and MC's push has failed.
It has not worked at all. And Jaedong now, with more overlords on the way, more units on the way, he borrows his Zerglings. They can come back out and play afterwards. But look at the forces. Meanwhile, that Jaedong's made himself.
Well,
74 to 38.
It's ridiculous. 23 roaches, 44 Zerglings. His lair is completed. He's starting to get his evolution chambers. He's making 15 drones in a Hydralisk den. Meanwhile, what does MC really have going for him? His first tech building is about to finish, and we're 10 minutes and 30 seconds into this game.
This is a disastrous game here for MC. There's no other way to put it. His pylon's down on the right, his pylon's down on the left. Jaedong has droned up immediately to 62 here. He can actually afford to drone further. He doesn't need to because he doesn't want to overextend himself with his economy, but oh boy, is he in such a wonderful position.
What does MC even do here? Does he just go into a 2-base point call in? Is that the choice? Because I'm looking at it, and Jaedong is looking pretty solid. I don't know how you're supposed to kill him from here.
Whatever MC chooses, attack or take another base, Jaedong will max out in the next few minutes. He will go to 200 supply, he will add in these Hydralisks, and no matter what, if it's defense or it's him being aggressive, either way, Jaedong's going to make this very, very difficult for MC to play with.
And look at that. He's burrowing the Zerglings right before the expansions come out, going to slow him down a bit, going to let him know exactly when MC's trying to take these bases. And if Jaedong wants to, he can actually just go and attack into these. Now that's where it gets a little bit more risky, but there's a good chance that his army will win.
I mean, if we look at Jaedong's creep spread right now, Autosis, it's spreading in the direction of MC, specifically his third base. Both creatures will go in a directional angle here to get over there as fast as possible.
Yeah.
He's going to go attacking very soon here.
It does look like it. Some scouting going down, a hallucinated Phoenix there from MC. MC also putting up a little bit of static defense here, throwing down the cannon while he's trying to take this third nexus. You know, so much of this defense is going to come down to the force fields for now, but when you're having to focus on things like force fields and making some immortals, getting blink, in the meantime, Jaedong getting his fourth base and going into the infestation pit gives him all sorts of options that'll do well against what MC's up to.
Yeah, he's really just taking it slow. He realizes he's in a very comfortable position to take this series 2-0 and go into the round of 8, to the top 8 already, when a lot of people didn't even predict him to advance from this group.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. We'll see. I love the fact that he's going straight Hive right now, because it's obvious that MC is going to have to get some sort of splash damage. And you know what? I think that the Vipers are going to deal very well with that. The Colossi that he's going to be making are so late, and they're going to be so few in number, it's not going to be no issue for Jaedong to get rid of them.
Let's talk about the decision from Jaedong not to attack into this, because he definitely could have if he'd wanted to. Do you think that he's allowing MC too much time here?
I say no. I say because of the speed of his Hive and the fact that MC is known for holding on no matter what. You can't kill MC. The guy's got snake blood. He just won't go down. So I think this is smart. He's going to have a full army ready for when those Vipers are popping out.
Vipers will be looking to abduct the Colossus once they enter the field, but more importantly, with the army composition that we see from MC, we'll see a lot of blinding clouds come down for sure to really prevent a lot of the units being able to attack here. Nice with the robotics facility there.
Yeah, slowing anything down at all is going to be pretty useful here since he's already so far ahead. In the meantime, bam, there we go. Maxed out. 11 Roaches on the way, as well as 4 Vipers with 0 Colossi out so far. The 4 Vipers will be able to get the first Colossi and all of the Immortals all at once. That leaves MC with gateway units.
It leaves him with gateway units, and gateway units aren't going to do good against what we see, but more importantly, Jaedong's setting himself up for another move, which is the Ultralisk Cavern.
Beautiful.
Gateway units, how do they do against Ultralisk Artosis?
Well, they do pretty poorly against Ultralisk Apollo. If you get every Immortal in the Colossus, the Ultralisk will eat your Zealots, your Sentries, and your Stalkers.
So Jaedong's setting himself up in a position where even if this doesn't work and somehow MC holds on, then the next wave is really the design killer.
Yes.
If it doesn't kill him with the first attempt.
Yeah, it's just beautiful planning by Jaedong overall. He's done everything right here. Now, MC's, oh no, again, Jaedong running by. A beautifully timed out counterattack, splitting up his Zerglings even. This is just, this is so painful for MC.
Considering that this is Jaedong's weakest matchup statistically, he's proving that he's looking good at this tournament because we will have the first fight here.
Look at that. He just pulled all of the Immortals out. Now the 1 Colossi here, he pulls that back as well. Can he snipe it? He does snipe it. And now we have nothing but gateway units left.
Nothing but gateway units against a very strong army with decent upgrades here. But of course, the next part of it is the strongest. So Jaedong's, he's fine. He's happy. Trading off here. Blinding clouds come in.
So well done. And yes, as you said, Apollo, he can trade off this entire army. Just save the Vipers, go home, remake Hydra Ling Ultra, and I can't imagine what MC could do to beat that composition with these units.
I mean, Jaedong's knocking so hard. Another abduction. He was knocking MC down so hard just with the first wave. MC blinks back and will pick up a couple of stragglers here. But remember that Jaedong, with the units and the income he has the ability to switch around his tech to deal with what MC can't deal with.
Yes.
And that is now those Zerglings just going rapid. And then the Ultralisks.
You know, 90 Zerglings against Blink Stalkers is a pretty good matchup for the Zerglings. And now with the 7 Ultras coming as well, Force Fields won't work, Colossi won't really work, these Zealots won't really work. Jaedong has played this game so fantastically.
MC's been on the back foot all game long. He has no idea how many expansions there are, what tech switches coming in. He's just playing very generic to what he's seeing in this game. He's got no information at all. None at all.
That is right, and look at this. The Zerglings once again up there, dealing some extra damage. The next attack, you know, he might not even attack. He might wait for MC to walk out a little bit.
Look at this, look at this.
Jaedong.
Making sure the Zerglings don't die to pick off the robotics bay, maximizing efficiency to the max here. And look at this. Look at this.
That's a pretty good army right there.
That's a very strong army, and unfortunately MC just does not have what it takes to deal with this.
Now the Ultras are going to be entirely too strong. Now, will Jaedong actually attack up this tiny ramp, I guess, is the real question.
I think so, man. I think he's very confident in the position he's in.
Ooh.
Good feedbacks.
Yeah, nice feedback so far.
And Ultralisk, man, does so much damage.
But this is a good building wall by MC. Is Jaedong overextending a little bit here?
Well, the Ultralisk there kind of in this wall, the Archon been put in there too, and MC holds on for now, but there's a lot of money coming on. That's pretty good from MC considering the circumstances there.
Certainly. He did a great job there pulling back, using his feedbacks and whatnot. In fact, chasing out some Ultras. He needs to turn around and not do this on creep, though, I tell you that much.
Is Jaedong in at all any trouble, though? Let's say, because that was probably, he was, as mentioned, going to go up attack up there anyway because he was confident in himself. Has he risked this game? Has he risked the position he's in?
Maybe a tiny bit, but when I go ahead and look at what he actually has right now, he has about 60 larvae, he has 5 bases with 2 more on the way, an okay-ish creep spread, great upgrades. I still don't think he's going to lose this one to MC. He could probably do an attack like that again and still pull it out.
All right, well, MC moving out here. He does have a recall if he gets caught, but he's kind of getting a bit more active now as he killed off a few Jaedong units there for free. He's going to look around, maybe pick off a base if he can. He's definitely going to try to, but I feel this is only a recall at the end of the day.
Yeah, he's going to have to recall out of here. Otherwise, if he walks out, he'll get surrounded. But at least he picks off a base. A very important thing indeed.
But he's still only on 3 bases.
Yes.
His main is actually run out, and his natural is soon to be as well. Jaedong, is he going to attack up there? I don't think there's any need to now, since he's got nothing to defend up there.
You know, and Jaedong is getting double flyer upgrades, so he's ready for another transition. Now, this is a little bit messy. You don't want to attack up into such a small position with ultras. Jaedong's getting a little bit too risky for my likes, but his tech switch potential is fantastic. He knows he's forcing Immortals, and against that, he wants to go into Mutalisks.
Yeah, so even though Jaedong seems to be having a bit of a harder time picking off his opponent, just look at the amount of money that's in the bank here for Jaedong as he starts to spend it over to Hydralisk and Vipers, but that's only going to continue to increase. The Mutalisk switch is imminent in this game eventually.
Yes, it's going to come unless MC dies before then.
But you said it so good before, MC just doesn't die.
No, you literally just cannot kill him. You can't get him out of the game because you have to kill all his buildings to get him out. And he won't let you because his micro is so good, his defensive play is so good. He has star sense like no other. And in fact, he realizes, I think, that this is a moment where he needs to be pushing forward a bit. You know at a point like this, as Protoss, that Zerg is banking a lot, and they're going to do a tech switch, so you're going to have to move in and start killing things right away.
Jaedong does have a borrowed Zergling on the 4th base of MC as well here, just to slow him down a little bit further. Cannons will have to come down before the Nexus. Well, you do bring up a good point. We do see the Dark Shrine on the way. There's no protection on any of these bases, Artosis. No spores, no spines.
And you know what? MC has a good enough bank that he might be able to warp in, 6, 7 Dark Templars and kill 3 bases at once. It's a possibility.
Wow, Jaedong's going to be very careful here, otherwise this will start to fall away from his grasp.
And you know what? That army has no detection with it either.
Look, oh, he sees the Dark Shrine now with the Overseer, and immediately spores and spines begin. They have to.
Yeah, he needs to get his detection up. He needs some more Overseers around the map. Does not want DTs to walk in and ruin his day when he's played such a brilliant game. All he needs to do is hold on to these bases for a little bit and do his Mutalisks tech switch.
All right, well, here comes another attack from Jaedong here as he does fight into a decent army there. There's not so much clumped up behind cannons and pylons here, so Jaedong does get a lot of damage done, but I think this is the switch he's looking for.
Yeah, he's switching now for sure.
Yeah, the DTs, whoa, they do a lot of damage.
Very quickly.
But here's the switch, the 35 Mutalisk switch. Is it enough?
Well, 35, yeah, I would say so, Apollo. And in fact, he's taken out some other bases. MC is with a huge amount of Zealots over to the side, but the anti-air that he has right now is simply 9 Stalkers, a High Templar, and 2 Archons. That's not enough for 35 2-2 Mutas.
Wow, a big switch here from Jaedong, even though it looked like he just threw away that army. Well, he did just throw away that army. It was that simple. He just threw it away. But here, Archon smart from the DTs.
This is good. This is really good. +3 attack Archons, 5 of them. The Mutas can't get near that. They just simply cannot.
All right, and the Zerglings are all clumped up there. Then the Mutalisks go in. Archons are going to deal a lot of damage here, but Jaedong may have too much.
That is a lot of Mutas and a lot of Zerglings, and it looks like the Mutas may end up being able to take this battle, Apollo.
Yes, they do. The Mutalisks not clumped up. The Archons not doing as much damage as MC hoped, but MC is bringing down bases. He's brought down this one. He's brought down another one on the right-hand side, and he is mining from bases back at home.
MC is fighting back so strongly. It's amazing, but this is a lot of Mutalisks to deal with, and the big, expensive Death Ball army of MC has been taken out. It's going to be very hard to remake an army that good.
All right, MC, if he wants to try to keep in this game, he needs to go now. Jaedong knows this is his time to win the game with these Mutalisks. He's still got a mining base in the bottom left of this map, which MC has no idea about. That is providing extra income for more Mutalisks here. But does MC have the time? He's got the better income. But does he have the time to build an anti-air army?
I don't know that he does, Apollo. He's making as many Stalkers, High Templars, and Archons as he can, as well as some cannons. But is that going to be enough? This many Mutas can just fly around those units. They aren't mobile enough on a map like Whirlwind.
2 storms available. 1 comes down, second one comes down. Great storms there.
That is a lot of damage on those Mutas, and he does get out. So okay so far by Jaedong, but he has to be careful, because if he loses that clump of Mutas, the game is over.
Oh, very, much closer game than we expected this game to turn out to. And well, this undefended base, 1 single DT is going to ruin Jaedong's time here, and that's the only base he has mining at this point.
I get scared every time I see a storm like that, Apollo. It could kill so much. Jaedong is being careful, though, not losing too many mutas yet. Nice blink up.
Losing a little bit there.
Still fighting a little bit as well.
28 Mutalisks. The DT in the bottom left, though, needs to get to work here every second that this DT gives Jaedong. Every second that MC gives Jaedong there.
That's an extra muta almost. You know, it is important that he takes out that base, and the DT is going to go to work down there. So this is a painful spot for Jaedong. MC may have come back here somehow, but those mutas are healing up. He's coming back in for another swipe and killing quite a few probes.
Yeah, killing quite a few probes here, and Jaedong does re-expand to a different location. But still, MC mining off 2 bases. The time that he needs is being given. He's catching up in supply here. MC could make a serious big comeback in this game.
That he could, and that he is really, Apollo. He was so far behind for so long, but Jaedong just a bit too wasteful with those Ultralisk-based armies. I wonder, what is Jaedong going to do from here, Apollo? I mean, this is hard to even... He's long-distance mining at what used to be his 3rd base.
And a couple of DTs there with nothing to protect it either could hurt Jaedong a little bit more here. As well, these ones have been spotted, a couple of Zealots and the DT. Jaedong did manage to save his base in the bottom left.
Yeah, that's actually very important. He needs that base up in mining. Mutas are very expensive to keep producing, and in fact, he's going for a couple of Vipers right now. Do you think that that's going to be for some Blinding Cloud with the mutas?
Yes, I do think so.
Sick. Well, we'll see if that works out for him. Of course, he can throw that out on the cannons. He can throw it down on the Stalkers or underneath the mutas where the Stalkers are going to want to blink. It's a smart move to throw those in. They're definitely going to be worth more than the amount of gas they cost for mutas.
I really think that Jaedong needs to start, as well, keep on defending as well as he is, but start trading off some hit points of his Mutalisks, which will regenerate over time, to trade off for units and energy on High Templar that obviously aren't going to regenerate. Of course, the energy will on the High Templars, but if he can pick off a couple of Stalkers and Archon or something.
Well, we'll see what he can do with that. You know, there is that +3 attack, which I get so scared of when I see mutas go in, but 2-2 on the mutas is still a huge heal. And here we go, the mutas flying in, and once again to the 4th base of MC, trying to take out his gas. Does take one out. They eat a little bit of a storm, but not too bad.
Ooh, another one.
A little bit better that time by MC.
But didn't really lose any Mutalisks there. I don't think he lost a single one, so he did trade off a bit of his health there.
And that is the type of move he needs to do. Keep MC at home, trade off, kill some economy, kill some units here and there.
But it does make him vulnerable to counterattacks if MC was to bounce out like this, because the Mules is still regenerating. They're not ready to fight properly yet.
Yeah, in fact, I would say space is dead because those mutas do have so much damage on them. He can't quite engage yet, but I don't think MC can quite go down to kill the next base.
Well, Jaedong with the Mutalisk now coming from behind. He may decide to come and flank this army. He's got a lot of Zerglings being made. He's got the Vipers ready, Autosis.
The Blinding Clouds could be huge here.
Is this Jaedong's time? It seems like it. Jaedong's going to go for it right over the storms, right over the Archons.
Oh my god, huge side storms going down. The Mutalisks being absolutely shredded, but the Blinding Clouds actually helping out a lot here, and it looks like these 2 armies are just about going to equal out, but that works out better for MC.
Wow, that was such a big trade-off by both players there. A massive trade-off. Jaedong only down to 9 Mutalisks. MC, I think that was one of the better fights he could have taken if that played over many times.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job there, Paul. And in the meantime, Zealots down here at Jaedong's other base. Jaedong's starting to get into a lot of trouble. He's replacing most of his army with Zerglings. Not sure how well it's going to do against a lot of Zealots and Archons.
Oh, I think MC may be able to do this, man. The supplies are so close now. The Archons with +3 attack are going to go so much damage here. And storms come in.
Oh, beautiful size storms just absolutely everywhere right now. The mutas all going to be just about cleaned up. And oh my god, 2 red mutas remain as they kill off all the anti-air. But very soon these Archons will hatch out and clean up the rest of this.
Okay, the 2 Archons do pop out, and the supplies in favor of MC for the first time here. MC, what are we seeing here? From the start of this game, from the cannon rush that set him up nicely to falling behind, and looked like Jaedong was just going to win this game and go 2-0. SKMC with fighting spirit.
What a comeback, Apollo. MC, I think he's the only person in the world that could look at this game and figure out how to win it from where he was at. And it looks like he's going to be able to do that. More Archons on the way, a lot of Zerglings coming in. Can he get the required surface area? Can he remove all these units and fight on?
All right, these Zerglings are 3-3. The Archons have plus 2 attack, but they drop fast here. And Jaedong back at 75 supply to 56. Army supply in favor of Jaedong, but it is 54 Zerglings.
Yes.
Will they carry him to victory? Can they?
Well, I think Zerglings alone probably can't, because MC can just sit back and turtle more and more and more and get that better army that can cost efficiently deal with Zerglings. So we have to see something else. Yeah.
900 gas.
I would love
Back to
see, either throw in some mutas, maybe even throw out a couple infestors. At this point against this many zealots, a few fungal growths would be pretty nice.
Well, Jaedong's the man that can make these decisions. What is he going to spend his gas on? He's re-expanding to the right-hand side here to try to keep his mineral income decent. Seems like it's a Viper. It's the first unit that he makes here.
Okay.
A Blinding Cloud could work wonders.
Yeah, a Blinding Cloud can be very nice. Of course, there are a lot of Zealots here as well.
An Ultralisk.
An Ultra, okay, that's not too bad. You know what might be nice is a few Banelings, to be honest. I know it's a weird situation for it, but there's a lot of Zealots in this MC army that are going to be pretty efficient against the Zerglings with Archons backing them up.
I mean, we can sit here with our shoes off and our sleeves rolled up, Autosis, and think about all these different options for them to choose from, but they're the players in the booth, and they are playing fast. There's so many decisions coming through their minds on what to do, how to do it.
This type of game is the hardest type of game you can play in StarCraft. It's not exactly a base trade, but it's solo economy. It's a game unlike any these two have ever played. They have to think on their feet. It's hard to say where the other person's at. It is certainly difficult.
Well, there's going to be 4 Ultralisks, with 3 about to join the one that's already out here. There's Blinding Cloud available. MC's got to be careful here. He doesn't have his Mothership Core.
Well, you know...
He doesn't have one at all, actually.
This could go pretty well for him. He does have these Spinecrawlers as well as some Queens to help with transfusions. And in fact, here comes the Viper in, throwing down that Blinding Cloud. The Archon's having a hard time actually hitting anything, but the Zealot's starting to really clean through those Zerglings.
Oh, the Ultras doing a lot of damage here. They're fully upgraded. Now the first one's taking a bit of damage. It is going to fall. Oh, Transfuse comes in on that middle. Oh, another one, and Jaedong keeps it alive.
Oh my god, somehow, someway, those 2 mutas still adding to the fight as well. And this last Archon looks like it will be taken down. Jaedong with another beautiful hold.
What? This game is absolutely unbelievable. MC's not mining from that left base anymore. He's only mining from the north one, and it doesn't have that many minerals left on it.
Oh my god, look at this. Jaedong, after losing this hatchery, not really mining. MC very soon, not really mining. Jaedong does have the better army, but MC has more minerals to get. So this is, it is impossible to say who's going to win from here.
It's now 6 Ultralisks. 5 Ultralisks.
Yes.
As one gets stuck there, unfortunately. That's a bit of a mistake there from Jaedong, but 5 Ultralisks. 2 Mules still being useful in this game. You said it right. They're coming in, they're still helping. Yeah. They've still got +2 attack. Every little bit of damage helps.
That is so true when you're using even your last 2 Mutalisks as a big part of your army.
But Jaedong is not mining at this moment, though. No, that's the big problem.
He's only got 15, 25 minerals. His income is almost nilch. And, well, he is taking another base right now, but he cannot lose that base. If MC can get out and kill it one time, I think that's enough to just give him the victory.
Well, MC is going over to Ultralisk. I wish he could. We're going over to Immortals here.
Well, you know what? That's a good choice, because the Ultras really are the backbone of this army. And if he targets down, even with transfuses, Immortals end up beating Ultralisk pretty quickly.
Especially if he has a good chunk of units in the front of these Immortals. Zealots, Archons, great.
Keep those Zerglings away, and they do a fantastic job because they just do not die very quickly.
So if we weigh up the armies now, Autosis, hold that thought, because Jaedong may go in here. He's got to be careful to attack up these ramps. There's a lot of cannons around and so on.
You know, it's such a, he does not want to attack up into there, but okay, those are some nice yoinks if he can actually take those out, but this is just an Immortal-based army. MC with some beautiful micro, pulling those Immortals back, targeting them down.
The 2 Immortals doing so much damage here! So much damage, and immediately Jaedong just targets them down. The 2 Ultras do survive. One is gonna fall.
Oh my god, and
how close is this?
That went way better for MC than I was expecting
I don't think Jaedong should have fought there, maybe.
No, I think that was the wrong place and time, but maybe he's getting afraid because his army's getting worse and worse as MC mines more minerals than him.
All right, 10 Zerglings. 2 Zealots and a High Templar being warped in.
Oh my god. Well, he still has that Ultra. It's definitely going to help, and in fact...
Doesn't want to lose that
No.
Ultralisk. That is an expensive unit.
Certainly is, and you know what? He is backing up. Those Zerglings are going to be needed. You know what?
He may use drones here, Autosis.
He may have to use his drones in the battle, which is kind of crazy to even think, but he's not going to. He's actually just going after this Immortal, but the Immortal killing off that last Ultralisk with only Zerglings on the way. I don't know if Jaedong can hold on any longer.
I don't think he can. He's been evacuated. That's his only mining base now, and the drones are getting targeted down as well. With only 10 Zerglings on the way, MC takes a 74-76 supply to 29 advantage. The army supply 34 after such a game, 43 minutes.
Oh my
this
God.
game.
It does not feel like it, Apollo. It does not feel like it at all. And in fact, MC is not mining. He's just this long distance mining. The Zerglings coming in, cleaning up quite a bit. But Jaedong's army is terrible. 21 Zerglings is his army, and those cannot beat what's left here.
And now only 17 with a few more dying off there. An Archon being made. MC has played an absolutely remarkable game to pull this back in. A phenomenal game. I cannot believe, I don't think Jaedong believes it.
This is the comeback of the year, I would say. I cannot even believe that MC has fought back when Jaedong early on killed that pylon, destroyed the rush, didn't lose his hatchery to the cannon. Everything Jaedong did was so brilliant. He even got those 2-2 upgrades for a huge Mutalisk switch, but MC fought on so bravely, and at this point, I mean, Jaedong is still killing units, but he just doesn't have what it takes to finish this off.
Oh man, he sees the army. He knows he's not building anything more. He knows that army can never be beaten. He's long distance mining. What is Jaedong going through at this point? What is he trying to think of? Where does he think he can go?
Well,
where does he think he can go from this position? If MC throws down a Nexus, which I don't even know if he wants to at this point, because I think he realizes how far ahead he is himself.
Now at this point, he can just walk across the map. His cannons can't even be killed.
Look how many units have been killed in this game.
Oh my God, 72 mutas were killed in this game. That's 20 Ultras, 11 Vipers. 26 Archons have been killed. This is like stats that I've never even seen. Oh my God.
Unbelievable. And Jaedong's up to 450 minerals. Let's have a look at this army. It's actually 2 Archons and 2 Stalkers. Could 6 Mutalisks do it? 6 Mutalisks?
You know what? 6
Could
Mutalisks
6 Mutalisks do it?
If he magic boxes, catches them off guard a little bit, maybe.
Oh, he's just spending money on a hatchery.
You know, this is too tough. MC's army is going to be able to kill off anything that it runs into.
And a DT finds the hatchery on the left-hand side immediately there, and that's
he's going to have to cancel.
It's a sour taste.
Yeah, but the 3 remaining Zerglings over on this side of the map are killing off a lot of probes. This is actually a big deal. If he completely stops the mining here of his opponent, then...
The Greatest Spy is being morphed.
He wants to get a single Broodlord.
No, and he cancels it, no. Maybe 6 Mutalisks and 3 Zerglings, as crazy as that sounds.
Well, the thing is, he has 400 minerals, so he can only get 4.